Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we are going to be talking about the new Blue Eyes White Dragon support that got announced a couple of days ago in the V-Jump issue in Japan. First off, I just want to mention quickly, guys, I'm very tired. If I look like I'm a mess, that's because I went camping last night with my girlfriend and a couple of friends just for a night, and I'm kind of disheveled, but I have some time right now to sit down and make this video for you, so thus I am making the video for you guys right now. So I will try to leave some links down in the description below if I can, to the card text, I guess you could say, and these cards, but I'm guessing a lot of people know about these cards already and you've looked at them and you pretty much know what they are. You may not know them by name, but you know about them by their effects. So let's get into the cards. All the Blue Eyes White Dragon cards that were announced, pretty much that we know as of right now. I'm making this video, I think it's like November 6th, I forget what day it is, November 20th. So it's November 20th right now, and that is when I am making this video. So as of right now, we don't know of any other Blue Eyes cards. So let's get started, guys. The first one, I am actually curious to see how this gets translated over here into the, well, not translated necessarily, but how we're going to receive it over here in the TCG, and that is Blue Eyes Alternate Dragon. Apparently it says in the V-Jump that they're going to be making a new rarity called Kaiba rarity, and it kind of looks like the way a card, when you activate it on a dual disc you watched in the Yu-Gi-Oh series, it would like light up, it would go beep, like that, make that noise. So apparently it's a new rarity. It's called Kaiba Corp rarity. It's kind of interesting. But as you know, I'll show you the picture quickly. Not of the other ones, but this is Blue Eyes Alternate Dragon. Really cool card. We all were speculating originally when we saw the movie, I guess you could say, posters and whatnot. Blue Eyes kind of looked a little bit different to us, and actually that's the case. Blue Eyes is completely different now. This is probably Blue Eyes Alternate Dragon's artwork we saw in the poster. And if you go back and look, you see Dark Magician kind of looks a little bit different as well, which kind of makes me wonder to some degree, are we going to get some new Dark Magician support possibly? Maybe not in this set that they're talking about now, but maybe the next set may have Dark Magician support. The one for us, which will be in the, I guess you could say, August, September of 2016, may have Dark Magician support for us. But only time will tell. The reason I say that is because we all said, hey, that artwork of Blue Eyes looks different, and maybe a couple months later, this is Blue Eyes Alternate Dragon, pretty much. That's the exact same card on the poster. Dark Magician looked kind of different. Maybe a new Dark Magician will be announced in the next V-Jump. Never know, guys. But let's talk about his effect, which is really, really, really good, and I personally feel like he's an amazing card. He's a 3,000 attack monster with 2,500 attack. He's a level 8 dragon named Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon. And he states, can't be normals summoned / set. Must be special summoned from the hand by revealing one Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand to your opponent. You can only special summon Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon once per turn, which I guess you could say it become more of an OTK if you could go Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. That'd be kind of ridiculous. That's a lot of damage. This card's name is treated as Blue Eyes White Dragon while on the field and in the graveyard. That is very important, because that means you can make Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the old fusion 3-headed Hydra. You can also make Blue Eyes Bursting Dragon, which the 2-head pretty much is like Cyber Twin Dragon for Blue Eyes now as well. Makes it a lot more easier to come out. Makes OTKs more possible and things of that nature. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. This card can't attack the turn you activate this effect. You can activate this effect if you want to, and you don't always have to. If you just want to push for big damage, be my guest. I mean, just attack and not pop a card. But pretty much this can help you go into the twin-headed monster. So you can go into Blue Eyes Bursting Dragon a lot more easier, attack for 600 after you blow up their card, proceed onto your phase. If you have Forbidden Lance in your hand, you can protect it if they have some back row or something. you see where I'm going with this. So that's a really good card in general. And the thing is, it's a movie promo. It's not going to be in the set. So does that mean that when the movie comes over here to the TCG, this is going to be a promo for the movie? If so, this is going to be pretty expensive. If you're asking me how many I would run, probably a 2 of or a 3 of. I'm not sure yet, but I'm leaning more towards a 2. So let's go on to the other Blue Eye support right now. And I apologize, guys. I gotta switch. I have to use my phone. I was gonna try to use my computer, but my computer is acting up right now. So let's go to the other cards. I'm not gonna go show the pictures because the pictures are not loading on my phone. But let's go to the first one that I see here, and that is Guardian with Eyes of Blue. He's a light spellcaster tuner, level 1, 800 attack, 1,300 defense. You can only use the effect. You use the second effect of Guardian with the Eyes of Blue once per turn. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level light tuner monster from your hand. Okay, that's the first effect. The second effect, doesn't everything have to have a second effect nowadays to be even relevant for the most part, or have a dual purpose? It just feels that way nowadays. It can't just be broken, it has to have 2 effects. Second effect, you can't target one effect monster. You can target one effect monster you control, send that monster to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand. This card's okay. The good thing is these are all spellcaster light monsters for the most part from what I've seen, which means Honest is going to be definitely a staple in the deck, and 1-to-1 is going to be a staple in the deck as a 2 of or 3 of in the deck probably. 1-for-1 is definitely going to be a staple in the deck. Things of this nature are going to be very staple. Cards of Constance, maybe, possibly. Trading's going to be a staple in this deck. Bright Star Dragon, I've been still thinking about if he would still be in the deck, and I'm thinking yes, he still would be, because he can still target Maiden when he's normal summon. And plus, on top of that, he is a light attribute which can be used with Honest, and still is going to have 1,900 attack. These are things I've been thinking about over the last week or so, I guess you could say. So this guy, he's okay. Guardian with the Eyes of Blue. I don't know how many I would run of him, but I could see definitely maybe a 1 of or a 2 of, possibly. Next, let's go to the next one. Sage Knight with the Eyes of Blue. Yeah, this is the other one. It is a light spellcaster, again, 1-to-1, honest, well not honest for this guy, but more 1-to-1 fodder, 1-for-1 fodder. People are suggesting maybe you should run Mystic Piper in the deck. Yeah, that's a possibility, but I could see that being really slow because you're going to have big beat sticks and whatnot, and the problem the Blue Eyes deck has, and something I'm hoping they address if we get some another like card reveal, is just a monster that has like decent attack, that has a decent effect, that I could run as a 2 of over Blue Eyes Bright Star Dragon, because all these monsters have low attack. Granted, I'm not ragging on that, but I need something that has just a generic kind of attack monster with a decent effect. Just so I don't have to be so passive to some degree, though this deck is very aggro. You can use, back to Sage Knight with the Eyes of Blue, light spellcaster, tuner, level 1, 0 attack, 1,500 defense. You can only use the second effect of Sage Knight with the Eyes of Blue once per turn. Again, when this card is normal summon, you can add 1 light level tuner monster from your deck to your hand, except Sage Knight with the Eyes of Blue. This effect is literally, this card's literally Stratos for the deck, and definitely will be a staple as a 2 of, possibly 3 of. Second effect, you can discard this card, then target 1 effect monster you control, send that monster to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 Blue Eyes White monster from your hand. This is pretty much like enabling you to target your Maidens and your Priestess and your other cards to get their effects off right away. The monster is really good, and I wish it had like 5,000 attack and 0 defense the other way around, because, but that's just me. But it is a tuner, it is a level 1, he's easy to get out. So yeah, I mean, I could see this card being good, but I definitely would say it's definitely a staple as a 2 of because of its versatility. A 3 of, possibly, but only time will tell. Next card we have is one that's really, really cool. This is White Spirit Dragon. Level 8, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. The same stats, excuse me, as Dark Magician. Ha! Go figure. Or any of the protagonist cards, pretty much for the most part. They all have 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. And it kind of makes me laugh that this Blue Eyes Spirit has 500 attack. Is pretty much like that card, which is very interesting. This card is always treated as Blue Eyes. This is very important. Especially the first effect says this card is treated as a normal monster while in the hand or graveyard. This is very, 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 very important because of Silver's Cry. It makes that card much more alive and makes it a staple as a 3-of, hands down. The versatility of Silver's Cry, because it's a quick play, reborn card for normal dragon type monsters, just means that with Blue Eyes White Dragon, with trade-ins, with your Dragon Shrine, it's a staple as a 3-of. This card, let me finish reading the effect and I'll talk about it more. Second effect, when this card is normal special summon, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls, banish it. Very good effect. During either player's turn, if your opponent controls a monster, you contribute this card, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. This is really, really good because if they don't want you to get the effect, I mean, this card's really good. And personally, I'm leaning towards running 3 of this card, maybe. Because the fact of the matter is, I mean, this card is really, really good. Rank 8's in this deck, and rank 9 Synchro play is going to be really, really viable in this deck. You may want to sprinkle in your Bright Star Dragons just to have more fodder. Have one Keeper of the Shrine so you can go in for lower level Synchro plays, maybe 8s, level 8 Synchro plays and things of that nature, I guess. Well, not 8s, but like 6s and 7s. I'm just rambling off here, things I've been thinking about, but this card's really good. You contribute a few Blue Eyes, that's really good. You can destroy a spell or trap card that helps enable your OTKs and your big pushes, which is really nice. And nowadays when you only can draw 5 cards in your opening hand, so if you go second, which you probably would with this deck, you can just pop on their back row. They may have set 1 or 2, or if they set up a pendulum zone, you can blow up one of their pendulum zones. If you have MST, something else you've sided in. I'm not saying Blue Eyes is going to be meta, but I see possible plays and potentials that could be generic scenarios right now with this card, so that's why I say it could be a 3-of. Blue Eyes Spirit. This is this new Synchro monster that works with this Azure Eyes, and I apologize this video is going so on, but I'm going in depth about these cards really a lot. But this card's really, really good. Definitely a staple as a 2-of in the extra deck as of right now, just knowing the effect and everything. More place testing will be noticed if I have to be done if I want to run more, but definitely a 2-of. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, light level 9 dragon synchro monster. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner Blue Eyes monsters. That's very easy to do. Neither player can special summon 2 monsters, 2 or more monsters at the same time. That kind of messes with pendulums a lot. But so that's kind of good. Once per turn during either player's turn, and there's no downside to using this. So it's kind of like a pseudo Vanity's Emptiness kind of, I guess you could say, built in, which is kind of nice. It's not Vanity's Emptiness, but it's kind of like Air Traffic Control or Kaiser Coliseum, kind of in that generic scenario, if you get what I'm going with that. It's not exactly those cards, but it slows your opponent down if they're playing pendulums or a spammy type of deck. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a card effect activates in the graveyard, you can negate the activation. No cost at all. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Can you give me that type of card effect for a Gravekeeper card? Please? Can make a Gravekeeper monster for this with this effect, and I'll be very happy. Well, they kind of already have, I guess you could say, with Shaman, but whatever. Yeah, I'm just rambling on here, guys. I'm really excited. I really am. During the third effect, during either player's turn, you contribute this Synchro monster to special summon 1 light dragon type Synchro monster from your extra deck in face-up defense position, except Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. But it is destroyed during the end phase. This works perfectly well in combination, if you know already, with Azure Eyes the Silver Dragon. Need I say more? Really, really good card. So those are all the Blue Eyes cards that we have of right now. I'm going to talk about the Fusion now. Those are the main deck Fusion cards and extra deck cards, but let's talk about the last one, which is the Fusion, which is coming out in the next V-Jump. This card, I saw this card guide and I was like, this is so easy to make. And let me just say right here before this video gets too long, I've always wanted for the longest time for them to make a kind of Blue Eyes Cyber Dragon-esque card, because Zane in GX was kind of like the Kaiba-esque figure. He had a smaller brother, he took care of him, even though he kind of was all raggedy on him. And I always was hoping, you know, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is kind of hard to bring out to some extent. But if they just made a Blue Eyes Fusion card that had just 2 heads instead of 3, even right now, that'd be very easy for me to bring out, personally, in my build. This is the exact card that I've been wanting since literally the structure that came out 2.5 years ago, or even since I was younger. And it's all I could dream of and more. So, literally, it is. So, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon is a light dragon fusion effect, level 10, 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, requires 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. That's very easy to bring out now with the new support and just right now in general. Must be either fusion summon or special summon by sending the above cards from your monster zone to the graveyard, in which case you do not use polymerization. This is contact fusion, guys. Oh gosh. And can't be special summoned by other ways. Can't be destroyed by battle. I doubt you're going to destroy this bloody thing by battle. This card, but okay, if that happens, great. So I can swing into something and not die if it's 3,000. That's awesome. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Can you say OTK? Wait, this card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle. Is that kind of like BLS? I can't remember if BLS. Well, Chaos Envoy of the Inn has the same exact effect, but I think so. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, but your opponent's monster was not destroyed by that battle step, during the end phase, banish that opponent's monster. That is so freaking good. You got a problem roadblock, you're trying to stall me out. I attack. Oh, in phase, banish. Next turn I go off. Not too bad. So that is all the Blue Eyes cards, guys. I apologize if I couldn't show you the pictures. Like I said, I'll try to put them down in the description below. So let's go over all my thoughts on these cards. Like I said, I do hope, and I'm happy with the support, I'm not ragging on it, but I do hope they make one kind of generic-esque card. What I mean by that is like an 800, 900 beat stick that's vanilla. Well, not vanilla, but you know, has a decent effect. I run it as a 2 of. It's a staple as a 2 of. That can just help me run over things, so I can replace that with Bright Star Dragon. And it's a light attribute, so I can use it with Honest, and it's a dragon in general, which is because it would be a dragon. But if they did something like that, I'd be very happy with the support overall. Overall, it's a really, really good support. You're going to sprinkle in some of the magicians for speed and whatnot. You're probably going to, with my build, you're pretty much going to take out Delta Flyers, you're going to take out some other cards, replace them, probably like Shining Angel and what things of that nature, with these newer cards as 2-ofs and whatnot. Trading is going to be a staple. You'll probably cut back on the traps to make room for some other cards, maybe some of the spells, but the plays I see are just endless. The OTK potential, the board setup with Soul Charge, if Soul Charge is still around when these cards come out, is ridiculous. Really, really like the support. It's good. It's good. It's not broken. It's really good. There are some broken effects, I will admit to that, but it's good. It's good support. It's not going to be top of the meta. I'm sorry guys, it's not. But it's going to be good, it's going to be fun, it's going to be consistent, it's going to be really fun to play it against your friends and you know, just against other decks in general, and trying to make it competitive to some degree, at least your local level, is going to be definitely a possibility, I think. Regional level, maybe. I would love to see Blue Eyes top, and if I see that, I will literally be so happy. But neither here or there, I'm going to end the video now, guys. So, till next time, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. Go Blue Eyes White Dragon. And Tell me what you think of the new Blue Eyes White Dragon support, guys. Take care, everybody. Seto, Kaiba, I'm out for you guys till next time, and thank you. And please thumbs up this video if you love Blue Eyes White Dragon and are super excited about this new support. Take care, everybody.